so sorry about that last technical issue. I really hope it's working now. It's been absolutely awful, this computer screen. It keeps freezing. So hopefully it is now working. So, right. This morning we are going to teach you the roll over and high five using little pups here, little buttons. She is a just turned 5-month-old puppy, and we've been doing little bits of tricks here and there and basic training, and so hopefully she can show you how well she does high five and roll over. Can you, puppy? Yes, you can. And we're going to teach you how to teach your dogs, whether they're puppies or older dogs, it doesn't matter. You can teach any age dog some basic tricks. Right, Monkey, are you ready? So before I do any training with my dogs, I like to do a little bit of eye contact just to get them concentrating. Now, poor Buttons just did this a moment ago, and unfortunately the computer screen was freezing. So we'll see if she's still happy to concentrate. Right, puppy? All right. So I'm doing a little bit of eye contact to start with. Buttons, watch me. Good girl. Watch me. Good girl. I just like to do a little bit of eye contact to warm the dogs up and get them concentrating rather than chucking them straight in. Oh dear. Watch me. Good girl. Watch me. Good girl. Well done. Just going to tip the camera slightly. Actually, we can move back a bit, can't we? Let's get rid of him. We're in my daughter's bedroom today, hence the wildlife you can see all over the walls. Watch me. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Okay. Right, so we'll start with the high five. This is a trick I know loads of people try and teach their doggies, and it's a nice, easy one to train. So what we're going to do to start with, and there's a couple of ways of training this, but this is my take on it. The way we're going to start is just to have a little treat in your hand, and we'll have the dog in a sit. And we're going to close the treat inside our hand and let the dog have a good sniff. Now, she knows this trick, so she's putting her paw up straight away. But when you're doing this, we want to allow the dog to have a good sniff of the treat and want to get it. You're having a bit of an issue eating that today, darling. And then when they start to get a little bit frustrated and they lift their paw up to try and paw out of your hand, that's when we're going to click our clicker and release the food. And to start with, we're not going to say anything to them apart from good dog, but we're not going to give it a verbal cue just yet until we've perfected it. Good girl. Clever girl. Good girl. Well done. Once you've done this a good few times, we'll then start to label it. High five. Good girl. High five. Well done. Good puppy. Well done. Was that a chewy one? Was it? You having an issue with that one, puppy? Oh, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. Oh dear, should we take that one away? Swap it for that one. Here we go. Mummy, take that one. Here we go. You have that one. There we are. Much better. Right. You ate it. Go on. What's this? Good girl. Buttons. Yes. Sit. Good girl. High five. Good girl. Well done. Buttons. What's this one? Oh. High five. Good girl. Okay. Once you've done that a good few times, hopefully the dog has started to understand that that command means bringing their paw up. So hopefully we can then start to ask for the high five rather than prompting it with food. So, Buttons, what's this? Sit. High five. Good girl. Well done. You are having trouble with these treats today. Oh, dee-dums. Buttons. Ready? If they get too excited, they don't get the treat. High High five. Good girl. Well done. And then we can also change it so we do it with the other paw as well. So again, we'd start from the beginning. So to show a piece of food, and only if she brings up her right leg now, I will click and treat. Good girl. So if she brought up the left leg, I'm not going to click and treat for that because I'm purely wanting her front right to come up. Good girl. Well done. Good girl. And again, you would repeat that several times until you can just ask them. Yes, very nice. High five. Good girl. Well done. Clever puppy. Yes, very good. Very good. High five. Good girl. So now, depending on what hand I'm using, she will hopefully bring up the correct leg. Good girl. Well done. And if she does make the mistake and brings up the wrong leg, it doesn't matter at all. Just, there we go. Just wait for her to put that leg down and bring up the correct one. Well done, darling. Good girl. So that's how we teach a high five. Now we've just started learning how to do high 10, which is a bit more complicated. So we're going to try and let's bring her up into a sit again. Whether she'll do this. She gets a bit excited with high 10. So we've done high five on both hands. I've just put the clicker under my leg so I can still click it. And we'll just see what she gives us. Yeah, good girl. Clever girl. Well done. Well done, puppy. Right, so the next trick we're going to show is a rollover. So, again, we're using the clicker for this. And this time we're going to have the dog in a down position. So train your down position first if you can. I'm just going to move back a bit so that hopefully you can still see her. Right, so I'm going to ask her into a down. I'm going to click and treat her for being in the down first of all. And we're going to use something called shaping here, which is where we are going to click and reward her for every little intricate move she makes towards the final result, which for her is going to be a rollover. Now I'll just move my child's potty out of the way. There we go. Right. So it's going to break the treats up really nice and small because you might get through quite a few here. So we're going to have the dog in a down first of all. And again, just reinforce for them for staying in that position. And then we're going to show her a piece of food. Now, depending on which way her legs have gone, her back legs here. So her back legs have come this way. So I'm going to take her head, good girl, I'm going to take her head round that same way. If her legs are poking out this way, and then I try and take her that way, her body won't bend. Good girlie. Oh, yes, very good. Down. Okay, so, and now I'm going to start to bring her head towards her bottom. And if she touches her bottom, she gets a click and a treat. Good girl. What you found? And again, just bringing her head towards her bottom and then clicking and treating. Good girl. Let's come here, that's better. I can see you better now. Oh, you're going to go that way. She does love rollover. Good girl. Right, so buttons, we've got to show them in little bits. Okay. Are you just roly-poly and all over the show? Sit. Down. Good girl. So her legs kicked out here, so I'm going to bring her head towards her bottom and click and treat. So once you've got a dog that's comfortable to do that, we're then going to try and get them to lie on their side, sort of flat. Yes, very good. So round towards, oh, buttons. Round towards her bottom. Then we're going to push back towards her to get her either on her back or on her side. And again, we're going to click and treat for that. So she's in a down position, taking her head round to her bottom, pushing back towards her to get her on her back or on her side. And then all we would do from here, which way are you going? That way, back towards her. onto her back, and I'm just going to bring the treat all the way around, hopefully. She's still chewing another treat at the moment. Ready? All the way around to bring her to roll over. Good girl. Well done. Whee! Whee! Good girl. And then we're going to start to label it. So when you've got a dog that is happily going onto their side and rolling all the way over, that's when we're then going to say, roll over, to label it. Ready? Roll over. Good girl. Well done. She loves rolling around, so this is her move. You like this one, don't you? Yeah. Are you silly? Ready? Roll over. Good girl. Clever girl. Well done. And if you've got a puppy that likes being on their back and having a good tickle, then you'll probably find this much, much easier anyway. Come on, you. Come on. Are you done? Good girl. Well done. So that's how we teach the high five and the rollover. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you can then practice these little tricks with your dogs at home and keep them nice and busy while we're still on lockdown and you're not able to do too much. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've liked it. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video and share it around. It will stay on my page, on my YouTube channel. So if you've got people that want to watch it, it will still be here. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.